Okay, so you decided what your first phase goal is going to be. Again, this is very personal and what it is you want for you, but I'm going to show you how to use the daily widgets, give you a few tips and tricks on setting up your daily pages and using the GoodNotes elements, which is one of my favorite things. So I'm going to go to the circle on the bottom that says 1. That's your first day of the phase. And you basically have a blank canvas on 2 days for each page. So you can swipe over to the second page, or you can also click the little circle, and that also takes you back and forth between the 2 pages that you have for each day. So we committed to drinking water, right? So let's just set up our page on what we want to include for the widgets that I've given you. So we're going to go to our GoodNotes elements and go to the daily widgets. Now, obviously, the first one we're going to put on there is the water widget. I love this widget. I don't know why, I just do. I love setting my goal in there and checking it off each along the way. So we know water for sure is going on our page. And we could even go so far as to put the goal in of 100 ounces. So I already know right away that that's my goal every day. Maybe I also want to add a few other things. Now, what I will say is there's a lot of widgets here for you to choose from. And the reason why I decided to give you more of a blank canvas to customize your own days is because depending on where you're at in your journey and depending on what habits you're putting together, one of the things that I don't like a lot about some of the health and fitness trackers that I've seen is there's just too much stuff on there that it can really distract you from what your main focus is. And also maybe make you feel a little frustrated that you're not doing some of the other things quite yet. So I like that you can really trim this down to what's important for you for the 10 days. Obviously, you could also stack this up with all kinds more things, like maybe you want to track your weight in there, and you'll see that I sized these so that they all stack really nicely. Maybe you are exercising and you want to put that in there. But really, I want you to keep this on what it is that's going to set you up for the success and following through with the commitment that you made. So maybe you're like, I'm not there yet for exercise, and I'm not ready to do the scale thing yet, so you're not going to do that. But also, maybe you want to include some accountability on there. Whether that is just to say that you've updated your tracker, so you've gone back on each of the hub day for the day and you've gone back to check off that you've drank that day. Maybe and also you've got a group, like maybe you've joined our Facebook group and you want to check into that group for accountability. Maybe you're a member of my bod group community and you want to make sure that you're checking in there daily to log your other things in there, your workouts and stuff. And also I liked the fact that it always feels really good to cheer someone else on. So maybe there's someone else that you're staying accountable with or inside of the groups that you want to give them some encouragement. So I find that helps keep me going too. Let's say, what else am I going to add? I'm also going to make sure that I'm proud of myself for something and acknowledge the efforts that I'm taking. Maybe you want to practice some gratitude. Maybe you want to add this little 5-star system where you get to rate how well you did meeting your goals that day. And there's plenty more there, but maybe that's all I'm going to track in terms of those widgets. But maybe I also want to be tracking my nutrition. Maybe I'm going to do that. So I'm going to add those in there. And also that fact that it is Monday. Oops, I guess I did that twice. Boom. Okay, so let's just say that's all you want for the next 10 days. Now you get to save it and you don't have to do that every single day. So there's a couple of things you can do. You could just take the lasso tool and circle and grab everything that you just added. One great big circle. You can now add this, now click on it and copy, and then we can paste it on the rest of the days for the 10 days, or you can add to element. You can actually create a daily spreads collection where Now, instead of copying and pasting it, maybe for the next day, you want to go to your daily spreads widget and grab it from there. And now it's there for you. Boom. This is why I love GoodNotes and I love the elements. That was like the best thing. And it already has your 100 ounces in there. And the other cool thing is too, like for example, like say you want to track your vitamins and supplements. I know that that's actually a habit. Like it's not just about, it's finding a way to get that become a daily habit, right? So maybe you're like, I want to make sure that I'm having vitamin D, vitamin C, whatever it is. You can then make your own element that has everything in it. Now, I did one already, which I typed on. It makes it look much more neater than the way that I would type it out. But like those are the things that I'm working on getting in every day. So it's already there, right? I can delete that. Oops. Whoops, I didn't do that right. But recognize they're two separate. There's a bunch of things there at once. You got to grab them all. So that makes it really easy too. That's another little tip for doing choosing to customize it for the day or the 10 days and then saving it so that you don't have to redo it every single day. You're going to decide as you go along how you want to focus on your tracking. So that's why I wanted these to be more of blank canvases and give you all the widgets so that you get to really meet yourself where you're at and what makes you feel successful. Because the point of this is helping you build a positive relationship with the process and really enjoying the journey of building healthy habits.